Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of In the End, There's Always a Disney God. Y'all already know, before we get into today's episode, make sure you go to DisneyGod.com and make sure you guys subscribe to my blog. Um, and yeah, let's get into today's episode. So today we're going to be talking about Loki episode 4. Man, so y'all, I think, every time we get into this episode, it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And it was crazy. This episode was crazy. So it was crazy. Let me explain first, about the show. So Loki was sent to the TVA because of his previously timely actions. If you don't know, in Avengers Endgame, he escaped when the Avengers went back in time to retrieve all the Infinity Stones before Thanos did. But because of a mishap that happened when the Avengers went back in time, that caused Loki to escape. Now, there's this theory that the TVA was just an illusion or that the timekeepers were fake. This episode dives into those theories. Now, the TVA is real. It's pretty real. It's definitely real. But the theory behind the timekeepers is sort of the clue, is sort of the question that's lingering more now. So in this episode, well, in the previous episode, they were in the world of Lamentis, the apocalyptic planet, and they were stuck there because Loki destroyed, or the battery of the time thing remote, the time remote, that's what we'll call it. The time remote was dead, but then he accidentally broke it on top of that. So before the TVA finally realized where they were at, the branch of, the screen on the TVA's TV thing that shows like the sacred timeline, the branch started going like upward, like straight up. And it was weird because normally when an alternate reality that doesn't supposed to open up, it comes out, but it goes like a straight line, just like the sacred timeline a little bit, which was crazy. But it was all because of the Nexus event. The Nexus event kind of caused that. When we finally thought that they were both gonna die, um, that's when they finally came to save them. Took them like 55 years to find them. So when they finally found them, they took them back, captured them, of course. And Loki was trying to tell him what Loki told him. That told Mobius that the place isn't. I mean, not the place. That they kidnapped them, and that they were all variants. Like all of them are variants. Um, and of course, Mobius wasn't gonna believe him because he lied to him like 50 times, like 850 times already. So of course he wasn't gonna believe him, but that's what shocked me. I was like, they're all variants, but they were kidnapped. The timekeepers kidnapped them and placed them into the sacred timeline and deleted them. Um, so after that, we talked to She-Loki, and She-Loki met with the I forgot her name. The woman security guard. I forgot her name, but she was trying to find out the memories that She-Loki in place, where she didn't place them inside of her brain. Her powers are specifically to receive old memories, that are already there. So when she showed it to them, she was in shock because she didn't know she didn't know she had another life before the TVA, because the TVA deleted all of their memories. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So after that, there was a final battle. We finally get to see who these timekeepers are and what they look like. Cause I was like, oh my gosh, they keep talking about. I think the first time I was like really into who these timekeepers were was definitely episode 1. I was like, when are we gonna meet these timekeepers? They these all powerful, mighty beings. When can we meet them? So when one of the security guards tried to tell her the memories that Loki placed in her mind, um, the woman boss of the place, I forgot her name too, but the woman boss she didn't want to tell him. And Mobius snuck behind her back and stole her time remote to look at the interview, And when he found out himself that everybody was, when she said it herself that everybody was kidnapped and taken, about how she was on another timeline and how she was on Earth at a bar, Mobius was shocked. He was shocked. So when he met up with Loki to try to find a way to take the place down, unfortunately, the woman boss stopped him, stopped Mobius, and pruned him, meaning deleted him from all time, which was very sad, unfortunately, and shocking, of course. And then at the end, we finally see the timekeepers for variants, or technically they're all variants, but we finally get to see them, see the, the whole fight. So they started fighting. At the end of the fight, I believe, okay, so Loki threw her sword at one of the timekeepers' necks, and they fell off like robot heads. And at the end, we finally learned that the timekeepers that were speaking with us, that we thought were real, weren't. They were fake. Which I was like, oh my, I was so angry. I was like, are you kidding me? We sit here and we're like, and the anticipation is real. We're sitting here, we're thinking that these are the timekeepers. And this whole time, this whole time, that those weren't the timekeepers. They were just robots. It was fake. They were fake. So when Loki at the end of that finally confessed his feelings for Loki, the woman boss pruned him and deleted him from time. And that's when she grabbed the staff and got it before she was finna prune her. Unfortunately, Loki is gone yet again, except he has his she version. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to Loki now. That means Loki is actually killed off. But his she version, she Loki, is still there. So I guess we're gonna find out, what happened, what's gonna happen with her. But she threatened her and said that she needs to explain what's going on and what is this place and who is running it. Because I want to know too. It was a deep episode. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good one. That was a really good one. The anticipation is real. But make sure you like and subscribe to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, please don't listen to these episodes if you have this season. I would say these couple of episodes, because this season we're going to be discussing Loki. So if you haven't seen it yet, please, just spoiler alert. I should have said that in front of in the beginning of this episode. Spoiler alert, okay? Because, this is going to be about the review of the episode. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who's like really interested in the episode or the show, period. But thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, you guys, bye-bye. I'll see you in the next episode.